So let's get into YouTube video making. You guys ready? Should we do it now? Okay. Well, I just wanted to make a short video, I believe. So this one should be fairly short. And not difficult. I just wanted to see what people felt like, if I was in the wrong or if I was justified in my saying this and my feelings about this situation. So 3 or 4 years back, we were invited to my nephew's baptism. My wife's sister. And they told us the church, and I looked up the church, and I was investigating it, and I'm like, what is with this church? They got LGBT flags all over the place. They were, it turns out, an Episcopalian church. And I was just looking into what the church was about and what they really taught, and basically what it ended up being was they justified the sinner, or the sin, and instead of having like the sinner become the focus, they focused on the sin and kind of glorified it in a way, and I didn't agree with that whatsoever. So I told my wife, I said, I don't think it's right that we go to this baptism and approve of this church baptizing, because they're preaching false doctrine in my understanding. In the way I was brought up and in my understanding of the Bible, they are preaching false doctrine. Because they're glorifying the sin instead of glorifying the redemption of the sinner. So I've been I had thought about it, we prayed about it, and I told my wife I don't think we should go. We did get a lot of crap from her family, like her sister and her brother kind of are just like, you should have just went. It's just a baptism, you know, but I don't think the terms of the baptism were glorified in God necessarily. I mean, I understand we're supposed to be baptized in God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. I get that, and I get that people can say it, but I just, the teachings of the church were so off-putting that it didn't feel like it was an actual baptism. It just feels like a show, you know? And obviously my sister-in-law got upset, just ended up not talking to us for a while, which, it didn't bother me one way or the other. I'm kind of used to people getting upset with me. But I don't feel conflicted in not going. I feel like it was the right choice, but I just was wondering, have anybody else had to deal with that, where there was like a baptism or some type of church event that you were invited to, but it was to a church that wasn't really teaching the doctrine of the Bible. They were kind of making up their own thing and bringing in corruption into the church. So yeah, if you could let me know down in the comments, hit that like button, subscribe, whatever, you know, the normal YouTube thingamajigger. I appreciate it. Thanks. Peace and love.